Welcome to It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Henny.
With your hosts, Shannon, Sally Ann, and Andy.
We are.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. You've been waiting for it. You've been clamoring for it, and now's the day, the big day, our big debut. Are you excited?
I'm
Yes?
excited.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Woo,
'Cause
woo.
here we are. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Henny. Welcome to our show, our very first show, our premiere. So today, as our first show, we thought we'd introduce ourselves a little bit, tell you who we are. Although we are sort of famous, you should know us anyway. But if you don't, here's a little opportunity to get to know us. So ladies first, as always. So SAP, you can introduce your fabulous self.
Hello, I'm SAP. That's all you need to know. Hello, I'm SAP Sally Ann. I'm the straight girl part of this podcast. Probably going to get white girl wasted tonight while we're doing that to quite a famous housewife.
Same.
I've known these two guys for over 20 years. And that's because we work together and, real friendships last. So we were just
babies.
We've been drinking together since the mid to late 90s, I think.
Yeah.
And here we are, still liking each other, still drinking it with each other. So,
and all of our livers still work.
For now. So, that's all you really need to know about me probably right now.
Well, we'll learn a lot more about you as the show
You'll learn a little bit more as we go. I don't want to divulge too much the first thing, add a little bit of mystery.
Right.
So who's next? Candy Beth?
Candy.
That'd be me. Hi, everybody. I'm Andy Jones. I'm the third part of this wonderful podcast. So we're just trying something new, something we've been wanting to do for a while, and I hope we can entertain you all. And hello to my thousands of possums in Possum Nation.
Awesome Nation.
Possum Nation.
It's Possum Nation now.
Wait, where do we get merch? It's not
Merchandise?
Merch? Are we getting merch? Oh
God, are we gonna have to wear a possum on our hats or something?
Well, we know people that can get us merch, right?
But do we want to wear possums?
Possum Nation.
We'll think about it.
Okay.
It'll be a cute possum.
Okay. We'll make it a cute person. As long as we make money off of it.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
yes.
Welcome to my thousands and fives of tens of possums that have tuned in tonight. And any other people I've left out.
And I'm Shannon, and I'm the third wheel here. So I think I got a little bit drunk with Andy one night and he talked me into this. So that's why I'm here, right, Sally? I'm pretty sure.
No doubt. No doubt.
And Sally and I thought he was pretty much kidding until he wasn't kidding.
Until he started making schedules and sending out spreadsheets and all of that. And
giving us a list to order on Amazon, these headphones, these lights, these microphones.
FYI, I love schedules and lists.
You're very listy.
He's very listy, and I don't know anybody who loves a clipboard more than this man. So
look,
for sure.
Some people call it alliterative.
Bossy.
Well,
I would have said bossy, but
I'm not
bossy.
I'm not bossy. My ideas are just better.
Oh, okay. So everything you see or hear on the show is Andy's idea. So if you have any complaints, please address them.
Please address
Candy Beth.
Candy Beth.
And please be kind. We've never done this before.
It's one thing to sit around at happy hour and shoot the shit, like for real, but now we are all in our own places and recording it. So
yes,
and sending it out into the world for your consumption.
Yes. So what are y'all drinking tonight? When we hear that sound, we have to drink, correct? That's the deal.
Okay.
Cheers.
I'm drinking my favorite Diet Coke, but with a little bit of vanilla vodka in it to make it taste like a Coke float.
Teeny tiny vodka. How much vodka?
Smidge, just a little smidge.
That's a big cup for us. That's a big cup for us. Teeny smidge.
The ratio of Diet Coke to vanilla vodka. It's
Candy.
good.
What are you drinking out of a coffee cup?
This is
Don't let
my
that fool you.
Oh.
this is my Walk MS mug.
Oh,
For those of you that don't know,
here we go.
Oh my God.
if you haven't heard, I have multiple sclerosis. Well,
Still.
well, yeah, I got rid of it, but it came back. Um, no, it's my Walking MS mug. I'm having Tito's and soda tonight.
Oh, I am also having Tito's and soda in my
Fantastic.
it's a Wonder Woman glass. You can't see it with
It's
my
clear.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. But it is a Wonder Woman glass.
Yes.
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 Yes. I might even twirl a lasso here and on.
Fantastic.
Did you get those at a Titans Christmas party?
That I get what?
Those glasses at a Titans Christmas
I
party?
think so.
I
Yeah,
think
maybe.
I think that was my gift.
What? Oh my
Yeah.
God. Well,
Because
thank you, Sally
I
Ann.
was like, those boys will love that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, especially when there's vodka in it. Mhm. I
Yes.
love
Yes.
yes. And I've got a new hat on. Do you like my hat? Can
I
you
saw
read
Yeah.
that. Is that
shots? It
shot?
says shots. Yes.
Where'd you get
But
that?
it's
Shot.
I actually got it at, well, the Nelson Country Club in their
Oh, yeah.
golf shop. So I think it's
Really?
supposed to mean like golf shots, but I thought it was appropriate anyway.
What's
So,
Yeah.
What's Nelson?
it's the old Four Seasons in Las Colinas.
Oh, okay.
Fancy. It's fancy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That is
So
fancy.
I was over there in their gift shop and I saw this and
I'm going
was
there
told
on
to buy it.
Wednesday.
Hey,
Yes, you are.
what's that restaurant next door to there that's good? Oh, Via Real. Is that still
Yeah.
there?
Yes.
It's really
yes.
good.
That's so good. I hadn't eaten
Those-
there in years.
Those margaritas are delicious.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Okay. So our
Alright.
drinking
Okay.
game, to establish our drinking game
Yes.
also during these, there's a word or a word that each of us cannot say during any of the programs, but if we say it, we have to drink.
It's
So,
a name for all
It's
of
a
us.
name for all of us. So Sally, and you can say it now with having drink because you could tell our audience what's the word that will make you drink.
My word is Joey.
Now, who's Joey?
My cute little kitty cat. He's like a little puppy, my little puppy cat. So it could be Joey or Joey Bowie or the cutest baby boy ever. So
To clarify, she only has one cat.
just the one. Dude, just the one. I haven't crossed over yet. Just the one. He's an orange tabby, and I didn't think I wanted a cat. And now I'm like a fool over him. So
And where can our audience see pictures of this amazing cat? On your Instagram page, maybe? Or
I've got a few out there,
Okay,
but I
all right.
thought about starting him his own Instagram page because
Oh, you
of
should.
course.
You should.
he's a very handsome boy.
I
He's the most
mean,
handsome boy. So
mhm.
yeah, if he comes up here, we'll ask him about it.
Absolutely.
See what he thinks. Yeah.
Does she think the cat talks to her, Andy? Is that something we
So.
okay? Okay. Just want to make sure. Andy, what is the name that you cannot say or you will have to drink?
The name that I can't say or I will have to drink is Judy Kuhn, the most fantastic performer in the universe,
And his
Right.
BFF.
and my
Yeah.
BFF.
And a Broadway star. And
Yes.
Oh, you
times
can't
met-
see him.
How many times you met Miss Judy
Oh
Kuhn?
gosh. Well, I've met her 3 or 4 times, but she called me home about 5 years ago and saying happy birthday to me on my birthday.
Yes.
I had a 30-minute Zoom meeting with her a couple of years ago, which was fantastic.
Yep.
And then just recently, which we'll talk about later, we got a couple things coming up to discuss.
Okay.
But she's
we'll save
wonderful
that.
and gracious. Yeah.
He's obsessed.
Totally obsessed. It's kind of weird.
It's a little creepy. I mean,
Well, you met her. She's wonderful.
Yeah,
she's
she also
lovely.
has a restraining order out on you, but that's okay.
Probably.
But she's also wearing one of these.
She did. She did wear one of those.
Yes.
I got to give him that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we went way, 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 way off Broadway to see her when we were in New York. I mean, way off Broadway.
Yes. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
So the name that I cannot say is Timmy, or Tim, or any likeness thereof, because He is my ball and chain for the last 20. It'll be 21 years in May. Good
That's
Lord.
insane.
Good
That's
Lord.
a long damn time.
He took my youth. Good Lord. What happened?
He did. You got to stick with him now.
All
You've
those
given
gray
him your best
hair.
years.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know with all this, I'm closer to waiting for him to die, right? I mean, that's where we are.
And you picked him up in a bar, right?
Yes, how romantic.
Oh,
Andy was with me,
Yep.
it's how all good love stories start, probably.
isn't it?
In a
Yes.
bar.
In a bar. Yeah, well, 21 years ago, it was a bar. Today, it would be on an app, probably.
Yeah.
So,
True. It's true.
Yeah.
so not so
I'll
bad.
take in
So, yeah.
person.
So, if I can keep him out of my mouth, I mean, his name out of my mouth.
Ew.
Oh, I know. Sorry.
Moving on.
Sorry to offend anybody on who's out there. Okay, now that we know, now we've introduced ourselves, we've shared what our secret drink name is. Let's kick off the show. Did anybody want to know what's in my background here, or you just think I have random photos in the back? My
Go ahead,
background.
tell us your background.
Well, today that is Stan the Man Usual. So sports reference. You can shut down, Andy. I know you don't care about
Yeah.
sports
No,
balls.
It's not Broadway, so yeah.
Your dad loved him.
Oh my God, you're so right. So Stan the Man Usual was a Cardinal player. He was elected to the Hall of Fame today in
Awesome.
2013. 2013. Yes, and last Friday was just his anniversary of his death in let's see, 20 when did he die? A few years ago, just a few years ago. So anyway, so he was number
awesome.
8. Yeah. So my dad collected Cardinal stuff, and we have this huge. I have a storage unit full of Cardinal stuff that we are going through as we speak with my brothers to find out all the things that are in there. So thought I would honor my dad today with the Stan the Man reference in the background.
Very nice.
So.
Fantastic.
Very
Nice. Hopefully Dad's having a drink with him in heaven right now,
Yeah.
right? So
I'm sitting
celebrating his Hall of Fame.
I'm sitting in my office in New York.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm still working.
It's beautiful. What do you do? What kind of work do you do, Candy?
Just business contract negotiations and stuff.
Import, export, you
Yeah.
know.
C $$ backslash. I'm very busy coding.
What's your assistant's name?
My assistant?
You're an administrative assistant. Carol? Is it Carol that works for you?
Oh yeah, there's Carol and then there's Margot. Oh goodness gracious, they're a handful.
Pick up,
I
Betty.
haven't heard
pick
their
up.
names in a long time.
I can't.
You
they're both-
snagged them out of the typing pool, right?
They're both.
Yeah.
They were in the typing pool, but I think they're going to transfer over to the steno pool.
Well,
He just wants somebody to walk around behind him with a steno pad taking notes.
that's right. That's right.
If you don't know
It's
shorthand, you can't be his assistant.
Well, I'm very busy.
Do they still teach shorthand? I mean,
I don't know.
They
They
don't.
did when I was in high school, but
You know,
I
they don't
take
teach
it.
anymore. Cursive.
Cursive.
Ugh, that's so.
Does that
Cursive.
bother you? Does that
Yes,
bother
it bothers me.
Well, I mean, how are these idiots going to read historical documents?
They don't
Well,
read.
I mean,
they
most
don't read
people
down
write,
anyway.
most people read or write so horribly it's hard to read anyway.
I'm one of those, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So
Me too.
okay, all right. So we're gonna do a segment here every week on every show. It's called Over It and Obsessed with It. So each of us each week is gonna choose one thing that we want to mention that we're over and that we're obsessed with. Should we start with obsessed first or over it first? do you
Let's do obsessed with first.
Okay, so no, I thought there was a sound you were gonna make for this.
Oh,
Come on! I thought you were running the board there, Candy.
That's great.
Okay, that's great. We're obsessed with it. All right, Candy, tell us what you're obsessed with this week.
I'm obsessed. Okay. Admittedly, about a month ago, I posted about a certain commercial that was getting on my nerves that I couldn't stand for Lumi deodorant,
Mhm.
pits, under boob, thigh fold, butt crack, and feet. I can't get it out of my head. Well, they came out with a product for men called Mando that's essentially Lumi deodorant.
Wait, what?
Called Mando.
Mando. It's very manly, yeah.
Yeah. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to order the starter pack, which came with lotion, cream, body wipes,
Ooh.
body wash. And
Now that doesn't sound very manly with all that stuff in it.
well, no, but let me tell you, this shit. Sorry, shiz. This stuff. I was the first one to cuss. I think.
Maybe.
Sorry, I told you I was listening to the Disney podcast. Whoever's listening, and just cussed.
I think there will probably be a few curse words said
All right.
in the show, so we're fine.
That stuff is awesome. I love it. It is fantastic. I highly recommend Lumi deodorant for women and Mando for men. It's fantastic. And go online and you can get a free starter kit that comes with all this stuff, and all of it is wonderful.
And
Now,
you have to order that, right? You can't
Yeah.
buy it and
No, you can get it. I think they have it at Walmart now.
oh, okay.
But yeah, I highly recommend it. It's
Okay.
fantastic.
Is it a bar of soap or is it liquid soap?
That's liquid body wash, deodorant. There's wipes. For all the stuff goes over all your bits and pieces.
So you're telling
the
us,
important parts, right?
Yeah.
so you're telling us your bits and pieces smell wonderful now? Is that what you're saying?
We're gonna take your word for it.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
We're gonna have a test.
I'm not gonna smell your bits or
I'm not
pieces. I'm
so-
sorry.
Neither.
We're gonna scratch and sniff.
Uh-uh.
Awesome. So we'll check that out. Sally Ann, what are you obsessed with?
Well, a lot probably, but one thing I've been obsessed with was when I kept seeing this recipe, or not even a recipe, this kind of doctored up version of cinnamon rolls on TikTok around Christmas.
Mhm.
And so I made them for my family Christmas morning, and I've probably made them a few times for myself since then because they are so freaking good. You just take regular cinnamon roll, right? Refrigerated, a can of cinnamon rolls, the big grands, the good ones, and then you put them in a pan and you drizzle some heavy cream in there. So that starts it out right there, right? The heavy cream, and then you add some brown sugar and some butter and make a topping for it, and then all this goodness, and they are absolutely delicious and probably taste like Cinnabon cinnamon rolls, but they're right out of the refrigerated section. And I was influenced.
Nice.
On TikTok. Yeah.
That sounds good.
I'll
See,
make you some.
you can learn things on TikTok.
You can. Yeah. What are you obsessed with, Shannon?
Oh my God. So I've been exercising more. And the way I like to keep myself busy during walking or running is listening to podcasts.
Yes.
So I'm obsessed with this podcast called Scamfluencers.
Wait, no, that's not the one I listened to.
So it's two women, Sarah and Sachi, and each show is like 40 minutes, and they focus on a famous scammer, or most of them are famous in some way, a famous scammer. And there's like 15 or 20 episodes, and some of them are 2 episodes, like Jim and Tammy Faye were 2 episodes because there's so much good stuff to share. But it's so good. They're so entertaining. It's like they tell the story. It's like so engrossing. And one of my favorite things about it, I listen to it free on Apple Music. So if you have Apple Music, you can listen to it there. But one of my favorite things is they have the coolest theme song. So I'm gonna play it for you real quick.
From Wondery, I'm Sachi Cole.
And I'm Sarah Haggy. And this is Scamfluencers.
I can't hear it though.
Just can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it?
But your dance was cute.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, we'll cut that out, Andy. Okay. We're obsessed. So if you like podcasts, go check out Scamfluencers. It's so good. It's SCAM Fluencers, like influencers.
you should listen to Scamanda.
Scamanda?
What's
Yeah.
Canada?
It's about a girl named Amanda who is a scammer. It's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is she the one that did you listen to it?
Yes.
Is she the one that lived in LA and she was like in PR and marketing, or is that somebody else?
That's somebody else.
Okay. I love scam artists, all of those. Oh, and on this one, they have one. I know Eva's going to join us a little bit, but they have one on Erica Girardi and Tom Girardi from
No
Beverly
way.
Hills. And they have one on Jen Shaw, obviously, from
Oh.
Salt Lake. So check it out. It's really good.
Okay.
And if you and Sarah and Sachi, if you're listening to us, I love your show.
Love you, mean it.
Okay, we're obsessed. Now let's talk what we're over it.
Wait,
What are we
wait.
over?
Okay, now you can go.
So Andy, we'll go back to you.
I am over. I hate this. Okay. And I've said this before in a post, but I'm over drug commercials. Specifically, there's one for Ocrevus, which is for relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis. I don't know if I've told you all this, but I have multiple sclerosis.
Your word should have been multiple
What?
sclerosis.
That should have been his word. Yes.
But you take it twice a year. All these people are walking around, they're happy. Oh, I take it twice a year. That's all I have to do. And everybody else is happy. What they don't tell you is that it doesn't work for everybody. You know how I know? Because it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
mad. I'm not mad. Well, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed that it didn't work for me.
Mm.
But their commercials very misleading.
Mm.
And it's just every time that commercial comes on, it just pisses me off. And
Yeah.
there's another one for Jardiance to lower your A1C.
Oh, is that the girl that like dances around?
Yes.
In the
Oh
my God.
That's around, it stops, and then she goes into makeup, and they put this horrible, ugly yellow dress.
Dress on her. Yes.
Yes,
It's awful.
it's terrible. I mean, if Disney Beauty and the Beast taught us anything, is that brunettes should not wear yellow ball gowns.
Is that what we learned in Beauty and the
Yes.
Beast? That's what
That's
we learned.
Yes.
the big takeaway.
Yes.
It's not look at people's inside and not their
No,
outside.
no,
Okay.
no.
No.
Okay.
This one's on the outside that matters, Shannon.
Okay.
But
mean-
yeah, that's, and not just Ocrevus and Jardiance. Those are the two biggest ones I hate. But just prescription drugs as a whole should not advertise on television. That should be your doctor's choice.
Got it.
Anyway.
All right, Sally Ann, what are you over?
Oh, this is so much easier than obsessed with. I have a list. I mean, I'm torn between two things that seem
Okay.
to be really peaking right now.
Mm.
But I'm gonna go with Taylor Swift at Kansas City Chief games.
Okay.
I'm tired of it. And I do not dislike Taylor Swift. I do not dislike the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sick of seeing her. I'll be honest. I'm sick
Yeah.
of seeing her. Now, let's face it, Travis Kelce, I don't think any of us would kick him out of our bed. So
He is a nice.
he is a handsome man. He is a handsome man. But I'm tired of the Tay at the games. Just
Did he make a heart at her yesterday in the game?
He
I
made a
saw
heart at
picture.
somebody.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm guessing it was her.
I'm guessing it was her. And I hope this relationship lasts. They seem very happy, but I'm just going to say if it doesn't work, the album is going to be fire.
But given her history, her dating history is not stellar.
She's the common denominator in all her bad
Yeah.
relationships.
Yeah.
So,
And she
but
kind
I
of
like her.
admits that in her songs.
Yeah,
too.
but I like her, and I think she's a super smart businesswoman too.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
she's very talented. Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike Taylor. I'm just
Yeah.
tired of the obsession with
Mhm.
the
Makes
Kansas
sense.
City Chiefs and Taylor. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm over right now. Sorry,
Okay.
Tay. Sorry, Travis.
Call us if you want to
Me.
join,
Hey, Travis, if it doesn't work out with her. call me.
or me. I can't. Sorry. I'm
There's-
kidding.
S. Brown, what are you over?
So this is kind of petty, but we're petty.
Uh-huh.
I'm over nose jewelry.
I hate that too.
You
Yeah.
know, it used to be where it was like a little, what is it, a
little
stud here or
stud.
whatever.
Just a
Mhm.
little
which is
stud, yeah.
fine.
Mhm.
Then there's the ring, which is not too bad on girls, but the big, like the
Oh.
ones that
Ugh.
hang like a bull, it just grosses me out. Like
Mhm.
I can't look at someone with one of those because I don't know why it's so freaky to me, but
I'm with you. I can't look at it.
I agree with you on that. Yeah. And
And
it
why-
doesn't seem like what happens when you have a cold or allergies and you're like blowing your
Gross.
nose and you've got this thing
Mm.
like right there.
Oh,
It-
gross. Yeah. And I guess
Ugh.
I guess I'm always like, what if someone comes and pulls it out? Does you rip your nose? Like,
Oh.
I mean, not anybody's gonna
Well,
do
it
that.
had to hurt so bad, like your nose right there. Like that's gotta hurt so bad.
Yeah. But do they look at themselves in the mirror and go, wow, I look really hot with this big nose ring in my face? I don't get it. And okay, so I'm old. I'm probably like that guy, and you kids get off of my lawn. But it's like, it just,
But the little stud way back in the day
Yeah.
kind of showed you were a little bit edgy, you know, but
yeah.
whatever.
Even,
but now
even
it's
the
just,
girls with the little ring, I'm over those two. Just,
yeah.
don't pierce your nose.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
Nose jewelry as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get
Let's
rid of it.
thumbs down
Yeah.
on that. Yeah.
Let's stop that. So I'm over all that. So if you were, Andy, if you were going to get your nose pierced this week, do not do it or I will make fun of you.
Don't do it.
It was on my list. On my list as a maybe. I don't know if I have the time for it.
As a maybe? Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Drink.
great.
Do you want to share with our fans who that is?
I have no idea who that is. It's the sound I pulled off.
Oh, I thought it was Tina, our friend Tina.
It does sound like her.
Sounds a lot like, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. And when you all hear her, you'll get to piece together that does sound
No,
like her.
she won't be on tonight.
Yeah, I know. Next when she's on
Yeah,
next time.
yeah.
Yes. All right. Do we want to talk about how this came to be? What we can expect on season 1?
Yeah.
Andy,
Yeah.
why don't you?
Well, this came.
You're the creator of this.
You are.
of this mess.
I'm
Of
the
this mess.
creator, producer, editor, marketing,
Talent coordinator.
Apparently
Talent coordinator.
he's the talent in general and we're just,
Exactly.
supporting characters.
Yeah.
well, we'll be sharing this load fairly soon. This came to be, I don't know, like 10 years ago. We were talking about Sirius Radio and all these shows on there, and we're like, we could do that. We could do it easy. We'd be a lot more entertaining, if not to anybody else than to ourselves. So, yeah, we talked about it for years, and it just nothing ever came of it. And so back in last April, I got laid off from my job. Not because I have multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, that should have been his word. Drink. Everybody, if you want to get a little buzzed while listening to this, just drink every time Andy mentions MS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I had time on my hands. I was down a good bit with MS just from flare-ups and whatnot. And then I got shingles on top of that, which was a pain in the ass.
Literally.
Literally, they were all on my ass.
Mhm.
So I had some downtime, so I threw this all together, and these two said, "Yeah, let's do it." So we're doing it.
We weren't really given a choice, were we, Shannon?
I don't remember a choice.
I don't
in
remember a
here.
choice.
Nope.
So, but thanks for acting like that, Andy. We appreciate it.
No problem. No problem.
We're still getting paid, right, Sally Ann?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not doing this for free, so
Right.
I'm also accounting. Mhm.
He's accounting.
And HR.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this isn't looking
I'm
good.
sure we're going to violate some HR policy.
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The schedule or what you can expect on this show is there's a lot of different pieces. The first third is going to be the three of us.
Sorry, just us.
Yeah,
Stuff.
sorry. going over things, just throwing things out, hitting them out there to see what comes back. The second half, we're going to be joined by a couple of correspondents, Eva, Adrian, and Shiloh, who are going to talk about some reality TV, the Royals, and sports ball.
And to clarify, the Royals, the English Royals, and not the baseball team, the Royals. Is that
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I don't
Correct.
want to confuse our listeners on the
Well,
segment.
we've got the whole baseball theme going tonight.
Right.
So,
We
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So weird, huh?
So hopefully tonight, when Adrian comes on, we can hear all about Prince Charles's, or I'm sorry, King
He's
Charles's,
king.
Yeah, it's
King
King
Charles's prostate. He's,
Oh.
he's having some trouble. But
Okay.
I don't want to spoil her report. I will have some theater reviews. I just saw Jagged Little Pill. I'm not going to say thumbs up or thumbs down. But Shannon saw it as well, and we have a difference of opinion about the show.
Sally Ann, I called him a theater snob.
He's a total theater snob. I mean,
See, Andy?
I am not. I'm just right.
He was brutal in that review. I was
he
like,
was brutal on Facebook. Yeah.
I mean, it was close to Les Mis brutal. That's how brutal it was.
Well, this wasn't about a piece of bread. This was about something that doesn't matter. And the last third, we are going to have people come on that we're actually going to interview. We have Crystal Scanio from the Irving Schools Foundation, who's going to come on and talk about what their foundation does. Shannon and I are a part of the board of directors. Shannon is the grand poobah.
The chair of the
Mhm.
board this year, yes.
And I am just a meager worker bee on the board. We're going to have a friend of mine who is an author, Kevin Jones, come on and talk about his book. Sorry, Kev, I forgot the name of it. I don't have it with me. Right.
Opening the corporate closet.
Yeah, I have
Thank
it.
you. Thank you, Sally Ann.
Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. For saying
Thank you,
this.
Kevin. Yeah.
Mhm.
Kevin is a wonderful guy. I think you're going to really enjoy talking to him. What else do we have? Oh gosh, I don't have the schedule for it. I'm a bad co-host.
I think Andy will talk about, we'll have an episode where Andy talks about MS.
We will. We'll
Yes.
talk about my MS and how you can support me.
Hint, hint. He's gonna ask for money. Hint, hint.
No, I'm not. Gosh, what else? There's a
So
lot.
much more.
There's
So much more.
a lot on the schedule. So
Yeah.
there'll be some good
Well,
stuff.
and I think as we go, hopefully we will have friends and acquaintances and contacts who say, hey, I have a really interesting topic I'd like to talk about, because
Yeah.
Mhm.
we like to talk and we like to learn new things.
Oh, we
Wait a
have somebody from New York City who works at the Vineyard Theater. It's
Nice.
an off Broadway house is going to join us. Anyway, stuff like that. It's going to be really
All
good.
right. All right.
And if there's a topic that we don't cover that you would like us to, please email and let us know, and we'll share our email with you at the end of the podcast today.
Okay.
Eva and Adrian and Shiloh, unmask yourselves.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Hello. Hello.
yeah.
That's
Oh
a
my
cute,
God.
cute sweater, Eva.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. From Nordstrom.
Oh.
That's very deep V.
How is everybody doing? I loved hearing and just getting excited about all of this.
Girl, we just kind of been talking for 40
I know.
45 minutes.
Good conversations. And yes, we love Kylie, by the way.
No, we love Kylie.
I was gonna actually just
know.
reveal myself then. I was like,
I know you were like wanting to bust out.
I was about to bust. I was about to bust through that computer.
Yes, we are gonna see Kylie in concert if it
We need
kills us,
to.
right,
We
Eva?
have to.
Are
We
you?
have to. We have to.
Okay.
We have
Yeah,
to.
we have to.
Shiloh's all over the place over there.
Yeah.
I saw.
Yeah.
I saw the Golden Gate Bridge. I saw space. I don't know.
How's
Trying to
Jersey?
find a sports theme.
How's Jersey?
Cold.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have snow?
We not enough to make it interesting, but enough to make it annoying.
Yeah.
So like,
Mm.
you know, like I went trying to keep up. I've started running again.
Mhm.
And so like there are some people who shovel their sidewalk and some who don't. So then you're doing like the crab walk across the grass of the people who don't and making a spectacle out of yourself and whatever. And you're just like, is this even worth it? And mostly the answer is probably no. But I did I have been reading ultra running things online, and a lot of guys eat pot gummies before going running.
Really?
So I did-
What?
And
Mm.
in New Jersey, everything's legal.
Okay.
So I did the other day eat just a little piece of one and decided to go running, which was actually super scary in the ice and whatever. And I ended up cutting things short because I also got very hungry and had to turn around and
Well, I was gonna say, do you worry about getting lost when you're on a gummy, Adrian?
I have a very solid sense of direction, so no trouble. Yeah.
Just hungry and paranoid.
Yeah.
Well, Shiloh's a runner. Shiloh just ran a marathon
Yeah.
a couple weeks
Oh,
ago in
did.
Houston.
Yeah. Congratulations again on that.
I've never
What?
run at least high from gummies. I definitely had other things in my system the day after a run. And sometimes you get a speed boost and sometimes you don't. Yeah.
But they were the guys I was reading were talking about pairing it with coffee, which I did, and they're calling it a poor man's speedball, but I don't actually know what a speedball is.
Yeah.
And I don't recommend it unless you're packing major snacks. So
So you have to carry a backpack full of snacks. Is that what you have to do?
that's my
Yeah.
recommendation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just
Okay.
don't do it.
Okay.
Do you like running in the cold? Does that bother you?
I am a menopausal lady, so
Oh,
I'm
girl.
able to do anything in the cold that I possibly can.
That's got to be a whole topic of conversation on
Right.
Right, SAP?
Oh, please.
Shiloh and I have talked about this. I like running in the cold. I think it's actually better for you.
Yeah,
Do
I think
you?
it's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not menopausal, but I'm hot all the time. So
I don't know. I just have more. I can last longer in strides than I do when it's warm. So
yeah,
that's
that's
just
easier
me.
on the body. Yeah.
You mean when you're running through Nordstrom's buying sweaters?
Yes, when I'm running to that sale rack, girl.
No, when he's grabbing the sweater and running out.
Or grabbing Rick's credit card.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
oh,
yes.
oh, we're going there now.
All right. Who's up first?
I think Eva's up
Mhm.
first.
All right.
We
I
got-
asked Eva if there was an introduction I needed to make because
I did. You want to?
you
did
didn't
I not send
send
it to
me
you?
anything.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You
Wait.
didn't
Let's
send me
let me,
anything.
let me play your intro music. That's all whispers and gossip.
All the whispers and
Oh.
gossip from
Oh, okay.
Very
Eva
chill.
Longoria, not that Eva. This is the much younger Eva Longoria who's going to be
Yes.
sharing.
Same
with
height.
us.
Same height. Just-
Same
Same
wings.
height.
And maybe same mustache. I think she's starting to let hers
I
grow out
think
as
ours is
well.
a little
Maybe.
No, maybe.
Maybe.
Ours is better.
I sent it to you. Sally Ann.
Did you? I didn't get it, boo.
I just sent
Oh,
it.
you just sent it to me. Okay. And now for the segment. And now for a segment we call Bravo, Bravo, Bravo,
If you don't
giving
know,
us a sneak peek into the Bravo verse and the Bravo celebrities who entertain us. Please welcome Eva.
Oh, she has rhythm. So, yes, I just took a drink when I did the excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
This is 100% cranberry juice because I have been battling the flu. So I'm a little under the weather, so I apologize for the stuffiness and the runny nose and all that good jazz. For the first time ever, I've had the flu. Oh my goodness.
It's the first time ever.
First time ever.
Wow.
I've
Do you
ever
want
had
to
it. And I'm vaccinated, so
plug your Venmo so we can get donations for you, or
no, that's okay. I'm good. I've got my Tamiflu and I'm actually on the mend, so I'm doing much
We
better.
were worried we were going to lose her on over the weekend.
It
Is
was
it-
touch and go for a
Dire
while.
straits.
Is it worse is your case worse because of when you almost died several years ago? Like, is that making your case of the flu worse?
That part didn't affect it so much,
Okay.
but I swear that's growing back. I mean, they
Wait,
didn't take it all. They didn't take it
wait.
all.
You
Adrian,
better
Adrian,
clarify
so you-
what happened.
Yeah, just so you
My
know.
I had my gallbladder taken out
Oh.
4 years ago.
Mhm.
4 years
feels
ago,
like
this past
yesterday.
November. And what was supposed to be a very simple procedure ended up being a week stay in the hospital and 3 surgeries. So to repair everything. So, but I'm good. I'm better.
Has your belly button grown back?
It has. It's
Okay.
now in the shape of a V. No, I'm kidding.
What they do to your what happened to your belly button?
Well, they go through.
Is that where they
same-
go through your
Yeah,
belly
go in.
button?
They went through my belly button and then they made 4 incisions around the belly button.
What he doesn't share is he also had some other work done while they were in there.
Yes.
No, I meant around your waist.
Oh, little tummy tuck. Like pull it all out. Pull it all out.
Well, you know, when
yes.
when they made my new boobs, they made them from abdominal tissue, and I had to get a new belly button.
Do you question? Is
Yeah.
there like a chart that you pick one out that you want? What is it
No,
like?
he just
They're like, you want an innie or an outie? Like now's the time.
yeah, you know, I was like, I don't know how this is going to work. Some women come out, I think, without one at all, and then they
Really?
get one later. But
Oh, very
yeah,
Barbie.
so yeah, had
Can we
Maybe
ask-
the Barbie trend's on. It's on
Yeah.
trend right now. So
yeah,
let's give it to Barbie.
it would be very cool. So, but yeah, that's I had to get a new belly button along with new boobs. So
Cool.
Was that
Whenever
an
you're ready for
overshare?
a
Was-
visual, that's fine. Yeah.
okay, was that an overshare?
Was
Also-
Shiloh just asking for a picture, a boob pic? Is that what
No, I just said visual. I said visual.
Just a
We're talking about the
visual.
belly button. The belly
We're
button.
talking about the belly button.
Okay.
And just
If the boobs are
FYI,
down there, that's fine. We're just
Yeah.
talking about the belly button.
and also in case y'all aren't aware, those of you that just joined us, Andy has MS. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, just
So update, still has MS.
so
Is that
anyway,
new?
back to you, Eva.
Oh, nothing. So, just wanted to touch a little base in what I'm going to be doing. So, I'm going to be taking us through the Bravo verse from Beverly Hills to New York City to maybe Dubai. I don't know. I didn't really get sold on it that first season. I think I cut through halfway, and it was just I don't know. And also, I didn't want to support Dubai and the whole anti-gay stance and all that good stuff. So. I mean, not good stuff, but that bad stuff that they're known for.
Right.
But also, I'm just wanted to, I'm going to be chatting more about what's airing now, and then recapping what has happened. Are Kyle and Mauricio still together in Beverly Hills? Does anybody care?
I thought
Why
she
is
was a
Ted-
lesbian.
Well, why is Teddy even on our screens? Like that's the most important question. That's the most important question: is why the Nat is still there.
Yes. Yes.
The Nat.
And does Sutton really have a small esophagus? I mean, coming from somebody who had digestive issues with my gallbladder when I almost passed away.
Do we
I
drink every time you
understand.
take gallbladder? Or
Probably, yeah.
I understand the troubles. However, so I'm going to be doing that. And then upcoming right now is Vanderpump Rules and how they're going to be filming.
Is that still on?
It is. Well, now it's the fallout from Scandival.
Because they broke
Ariana
up?
Ariana and Tom Sandoval broke up. That was the big season storyline last year. And
Are both
now
songs still on
Ariana-
there?
yes, they're both on there. Tom was going through a journey of sobriety. I was reading, and that led into filming. And Ariana is like not wanting to film with him, and so it's just like all this drama. And I guess the friend group has divided. And more importantly, why is Shayna Shay still on TV? That's another big question we want to answer. Hopefully, we'll get some answers for that. But also, Ariana is just kind of taking height. She's going to be starring on Broadway as Roxy, I think, in Chicago.
Yes.
And I think she starts that soon if she hasn't yet started already.
I don't know if she started or not.
How do you
Yeah.
feel about that, Andy, as our Broadway snob?
I don't know her. I don't know if she has any talent or not.
Well, I heard. Well, I was thinking. I was asking. My resident Broadway
Nerd.
that I live with, that I'm married to. And he told me that Chicago was kind of that show anyways to begin with, was like kind of like after, the whole
It's become very stunt casting show.
it's very like kitschy
Okay.
and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
Erica,
Lisa Rinna.
Lisa Rinna was in it, and Erica Jane. So
And
that tells
and
you-
the Deborah Gibson. Yeah.
The
Deborah.
Yeah.
The Deborah Gibson.
Yeah.
Don't talk bad about Deborah.
Oh, I love Deborah. And also another question is, if you haven't watched this last week's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, this was all filmed last year, and Taylor Dane was just on this episode doing this charity event, and so she was there in Beverly Hills. She was also in Minneapolis for the Gay Softball World Series.
We saw her.
She was also at was it the year before? She was at S4 for
we saw her.
Metro Ball.
Yeah.
So like what? I mean, Taylor Dane. Good
She's
girl.
making a comeback.
Come on, tell it to my heart.
Tell it to
please.
my heart.
She was
Yes.
good in concert, wasn't she?
Well, she always
Good.
said one day love will lead you back.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
she just said don't rush me. Okay.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Adrian, you're a Broadway star. So how do you feel about these Real Housewives performing in Chicago?
I mean, like whatever, the show's 400 gazillion years old, and if that's what keeps it
Yeah.
up, then God bless, because there are plenty of people who are not stars in that cast and that crew. Like, let them work,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's
That's good.
going to
It's
see
good.
Chicago right now expecting to see Tony Award worthy
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that
mean,
makes sense.
that
And
show.
maybe it gets people interested in live theater.
Yeah, and she
wouldn't
caters now to
otherwise.
like the millennials and the Gen Z crowd because of the pump rules and everything. So she brings maybe a new crowd to the whole Broadway scene that's
Well,
not normally
and
into it.
that-
So
That show only cost $3 million to put on because there's no sets, there's no costumes.
yeah.
So right now, those producers have been making money hand over fist for 25 years.
Now is that the longest running one
Yeah.
on
No.
Broadway? No.
It's the longest one still running. Phantom's
Still running,
the
yeah.
longest one, yeah.
Yeah, the one currently still running is
Yes.
now Chicago with Phantom closing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Adrian, when were you in Phantom?
In New York, 97 or 97 through 2006, something like
Oh,
that.
wow.
400 years ago.
Wow. That long, right? 9 years? Is that what you said?
I was on tour for 3 or 4 years and then in New York for 6 years, but I had 2 babies while I was while I was in the New York show. So I, took time off to do that. Those courses were really fun, pregnant, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, listeners, you didn't know we had a Broadway star here with us, and it's not Andy.
Yes.
No, it's Adrian McCallum. She was fantastic.
We saw her, didn't we, Andy? Did we
Several
go to one of her
times.
shows?
2
Yeah.
times.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's when we were a lot younger too. Ooh.
Yeah.
We all, baby, goodness,
Mhm.
been a while.
Right. Okay, Shiloh. Why don't you
Oh.
tell the group a little?
Right.
Oh, is there?
Wait,
Oh, wait.
let me-
Oh,
Oh,
one
this
last
is
thing.
fine.
One last thing.
Oh,
one
let's sorry.
Yay, that's your music, Shiloh.
Thank you.
Sorry. Eva said one more thing. I cut him.
One last thing too. Since Salt Lake City just wrapped, I want to go over that too, and this
Sure.
whole drama with the Mormons in Salt Lake City.
And
the Jewish Mormons that are
Yeah.
let that rest on your tongue a little.
They're-
bit.
They're Jewish.
Mormons?
Yes, there are 2 in there. And who is Reality Von Teese? Who is that?
And they're like,
We'll deep dive.
okay.
So we
Ready.
we need to watch SLC.
So
And-
SLC. Well, we'll just need to watch Beverly Hills.
Okay.
Vanderpump Rules premieres not this week, but next week, the 3rd.
Okay. All right.
And then Salt Lake City's last episode for the reunion is this Wednesday. So,
Okay.
or tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
So they'll go through. So I would just brush up on the reunions. It's really fast. You can fast forward most of it. Put closed captioning on, read it while you're doing.
You're gonna tell us what we need to know.
I'm gonna talk your off about it. And then just any little gossip that's going on with all these celebrities. They all like to intermingle now with these BravoCons coming up in New York, and who slept with who, and who stole somebody's panty liner in the back. I don't know who said whatever. Just like it's all just drama, and I love it.
Do they steal wigs and throw them in the trash can, or is that not a?
Oh no, maybe we'll see.
That's just Eva's friends or
Yes,
former
that's
friends.
my former friends. That's just my former. And if you're listening, you know who you are.
I don't think he'll be listening.
No. But anyways, now take it away, Shiloh.
It's Shiloh,
Okay,
Shiloh and his sports ball update, our connection to the athletic world. Go ahead, Shiloh.
Am I giving an update, or am I just saying like what I'm going to talk about, like a recap
What you're
of the
going to
season?
say what you're going to talk about this season.
Well, we're not going to talk about the Cowboys.
Wah, wah.
Where's that music?
And we're going to hold on to the Rangers for the rest of my life because they won the World Series last year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our only hope.
Yeah. I can die a happy man now. But mostly we're going to we have our gay softball season starts in a month.
Oh,
Shiloh's
wow.
our coach.
Are you coaching?
I am coach. Maybe I'll wear my Coach Daddy shirt.
There you go.
Coach Daddy.
When the season starts. Yes, I do have a Coach Daddy shirt. Thank you, Shannon.
And newest board member and newest league board member.
Ooh.
And I have access to the league funds. So
Yeah.
if we're looking for
Sweet.
sponsors.
Sweet.
He's got the league credit card. Yay.
Credit card check, everything, yeah.
You know,
Blank check.
they can sponsor our podcast since we're going to talk about something.
I mean, they could, yeah.
Why not?
So we'll talk about our softball league. We'll focus on the two teams that we have. We can't call them masters anymore. They're now legends for some racial undertones with the word masters. So it's our 50+ team. Sorry, I keep looking at Shannon when I say 50+, but that's the.
Andy's older than me.
But
You're
Andy's
not
not
wrong,
playing.
though.
Yeah, but correct. And then we have an E team for meets expectations, and that's where Eva plays on.
Former MVP coming back.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Clears again. If Rick Strike clears, you can get another MVP trophy. That's not a problem.
Oh.
But yeah, so we'll focus on that, and then starting in March, we'll cover March Madness. That's always a fun time. And then
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we're
I want
gonna
to join this time. I want to be Butch this time.
We can do
I'll
Honey,
do it.
that's not going to happen.
Because my school was in it the past couple of years, so we've got.
We can do
Look
like
what came
a
in the
tournament
mail.
thing for us, yeah.
What
Make
is
it done.
that?
It's my
ACU
college-
today?
Yeah, it talks
Avalon
about
Christian.
who had babies and all that good stuff.
Just like the alumni.
Who got their
magazine.
preacher
Yeah.
license and all that good stuff.
Are you donating? Do you donate?
Yeah.
He donates to the program do they still pray the gay away?
No, I donate to the science
Yeah, that program failed miserably on Eva at ACU.
Obviously.
Yes, it did. It
I had to
did.
cancel
But I did like cold showers though after that.
My favorite thing about Eva going to ACU is he is the worst at Bible knowledge. And I'm like,
Horrible.
didn't you take
Horrible.
classes in this in college?
You had to take
right?
religion classes,
Yes,
right?
yes. 2.5 years. Oh my gosh.
He's the
And you-
worst at
and you
Bible
would say
study.
nothing.
Well, here's where they get you. They have the hot preacher men teaching these classes, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm going to listen to what Jesus said on the Mount. Okay, Jan.
You were just looking at his mound.
You had me at Mount.
Oh.
So anyway, back on topic. So
Yeah.
we can do a between all of us, we can do a bracket pool, and then we can see who does the best in that for March Madness. And
Fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, Candy, when are we done? Like, when's the last episode?
The 1st of May, around then.
Yeah, we won't make it through to. I think we'll hit We'll hit the start of NBA playoffs and maybe hockey, but we won't make it to the finals. But we can talk about that as well.
Yeah, season 2 won't start back up until September, assuming.
You think we're gonna be
assuming
picked
people
up for a
want to come
second
back.
season?
I like it. I like
Are we
it.
taking bets on who gets canceled first? My money's on Eva. My money.
Right.
Oh boy. Mine is too.
All right. Up next is our connection to the Royals. Here's your music, Adrian.
Oh.
She's like, I wasn't
Okay.
expecting that.
I was not. I didn't know I was going to get music. So like, look, here's my interest in the Royals is mainly when they're like messy, really messy. And there's been like a little bit, it's tricky this week because like there's some illnesses. And so I, like in spite of the fact that they're like a bunch of kind of maybe racist white rich people, don't want to seem like a nice person. So I'll just say, Kate Middleton seems to have something really, really wrong with her. They're saying she's going to be in the hospital for a couple of weeks. I don't know if that's because she's British and royalty and they're just keeping her there or whatever. Most of the lady things that have happened to my friends, they've gone home 2 hours after they wheeled them out of the operating room.
2 weeks is a long time.
It's a long time. So I'm thinking maybe it's something serious. So bless, we'll leave her to her private whatever.
Maybe she's trying to get that perfect belly button.
Well,
Maybe
listen, I had my appendix out and they did it laparoscopically and I had kind of a slight outie beforehand and now it's like the perfect innie. Unfortunately, it happened long after my bikini wearing days were over, so it doesn't really matter. But
You don't wear a bikini
but
now?
looks great now. What?
You don't wear a bikini now?
I don't think anybody wants that to happen.
only when she vacuums.
No, thank you.
Or when she runs on a gummy, she does it in her.
There you go. The
Shirt
gummy and
comes
the
off,
coffee.
pants.
I'll wear some of those like trunks like Shalane Flanagan wears, like old jog bra trunks.
Yeah.
People would just be falling to the side in horror. That's what I'm going to my next big race.
I have a question for you. Are you a fan of Kate? Do you like her?
No.
No.
No,
Kate Middleton, I'm a fan.
You are?
I don't.
Mhm.
What about
I'm not.
are you a fan of
Megan.
William and
Meghan Markle.
William and Yoko?
So listen, my position on the whole bunch of them is I feel kind of sorry for Harry and I have this little soft spot in my heart for him because I think he really wants to be a good person and whatever. I'm not sure he's the brightest bulb. But I think he's basically trying to be a decent person. I don't know any of these other people. So like it's like watching TV, right? Like they're not real to me. So I get
They're
to
not.
just,
Question
it's
for
like
you.
a soap opera.
Yeah.
Question for you, real quick, Adrian. So I was listening to another podcast earlier today, and they were talking about his Prince Harry's memoir that he reads himself, and they were talking about how he talks about Family Guy and Friends, the TV show, a lot in it. I don't know if have you read it, and they talk about how he just wanted to. He wants to be he wanted to be a farmer. He basically just wanted to be like a farmer out in the country. Like he didn't have any dreams of any of this stuff. And how he's like,
bless him. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
sort of stuck with all this. And he was the one I really wanted to talk about tonight.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, King Charles apparently has a prostate, which I'm really resentful. I have to know that.
Is he getting it massaged or like what's happening?
By Camilla.
Oh.
I mean, stop, right? So like,
But can we talk about Charles's little tiny gross fat hands? Have y'all ever
Oh,
I thought you were
noticed?
gonna say it's
I
tiny
don't think they're
butthole.
tiny.
Oh, they're so gross.
They're like the hot dog fingers in
They're
everything
awful.
everywhere all at once.
They're awful.
All I
Oh
know
my
about the
God.
Royals is I watched that show, The Prince. It's the one
Yes,
that told me to watch.
that's what I was gonna
just
say.
hilarious.
We
That's all I
need to
know
all
about the
binge
Royals
that.
is from that.
What show is it?
It's called The
It's
Prince.
The Prince
That's
on
on Max.
HBO.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on Max.
Yeah.
It's animated.
It's
Okay.
animated. It's
Okay.
Like a
hilarious.
7-10 minute
It's
episode.
so
There's like
funny.
12. It is hilarious.
Yeah.
Did they give him hot dog fingers in that show?
No,
I'm curious.
they made
No,
him-
but they gave Camilla horse teeth
yeah.
Well, yeah, okay.
and
Doesn't
sugar
Harry-
cubes. They would feed her. Remember, they would feed her sugar cubes.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Rick
I
just
mean,
rewatched
yeah.
it again, so that's why
Oh,
it's always
that's
fresh in my
awesome.
head.
It's so funny.
So here's what I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
So yeah, Prince Charles has a prostate. Yay. And so then I was like, I've spent a lot of time in the lead up to this just thinking about the Royals and their private bits. Um,
Well, if you were on heard our show earlier, Andy's bits are now cleaner than they used to be. His pieces and bits, thanks to
well,
his
They
I
new
are.
did
self.
hear that. I did
Okay.
hear that.
He wants us to smell them. So
Do they do this at the boardroom? Is this the boardroom salon thing, or is this something?
You don't have to smell a scratchy sniff. I told you.
scratch
So,
it.
so the private bits I want to talk about tonight are
Mm.
Prince Harry's.
Mm.
And this is year-old news, but I have an idea. So it's just bear with me because there's not really that much interesting going on in the royal family. So I also would like my beat to cover entrepreneurship, perhaps.
Absolutely.
So he wrote in Spare about getting frostbite on his wee when he went trekking in the North Pole, like 200 miles to raise money for a charity thing, and apparently got frostbite on his wiener, which he calls his todger. And
How do you spell that?
I believe Todger. I'll have to look it up. Yes, Todger is what he calls his. So he's like 10, I guess. Any case, so he got frostbite on that. And apparently at Will and Kate's wedding, he was still suffering from the effects of frostbite on his wiener and was applying like copious amounts of Elizabeth Arden cream on it, trying to make it feel better. So I don't know if he's got like a sponsorship deal with Elizabeth Arden,
Right.
or it's maybe CeraVe or something like that would be a better idea, it seems to me. But whatever.
Aquaphor, CeraVe,
Something like
unscented,
that, right?
Something unscented, yes.
Yes.
Something not active, but like,
Yes.
okay, not my wiener, not my circus, whatever. But I was thinking about like frostbitten penises. And so I put on incognito search on my Google because I didn't really want to mess up all my ads and whatever that I get served. And I did regretfully research frostbitten penises.
Were there
And
photos? Did you see photos?
I did not click on any images. There were some that were very small and I avoided them.
The pictures or the penises?
Penis? Yeah.
I don't need that in my head. It's no, thank you. So anyway, apparently this frostbitten penis thing is not that random. And I know y'all in Texas don't have this as a concern, but apparently back to like reading with the ultra running guys and whatever, apparently frostbite on your wee is pretty common in ultra runners and skiers and military people who are in cold areas or whatever.
Ah.
So then, keeping my incognito search on, I searched for penis warmers. And what you end up with is something called a willy warmer, which seems to be something
I love
it's
it.
crocheted, and you can get it on Etsy. And it's
now we know what Tina's crocheting in California.
Right.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Really warmers.
Yeah. So, but those are not really, those don't seem athletically oriented.
Right.
So then I'm just looking, say, like on Amazon or whatever, and I come across something called Snowballs Cooling Underwear for Men, which is like underwear with like a sleeve that you put an ice pack down in it. So I guess if you chill your bits, it's like a fertility thing. I don't get it. But anyway, so I was thinking, what's the warming equivalent of snowballs? And I'm sorry, this is not what y'all had in mind for your podcast.
It's
fantastic.
But so I searched, and there does not appear to be an athletically oriented willy warmer, like the equivalent of snowballs, only warming. So if one of you is like an inventor or entrepreneur or something, I think you should think about some underwear with a little slot in the front and maybe like a little tiny electric blanket in there, battery operated or something like that. Shiloh, you can make a bunch of money selling that to the marathoners you meet at these events.
Yeah. But I guess it would have to be, because like they make the shorts that like have the built-in underwear. It's got to be that, right? Because if you're wearing underwear, you're not gonna, like, that's an extra layer of clothing. Like I was trying to picture how little Harry got his wiener in this though. Like, was he peeing and he fell?
Well, I was going to ask that too.
I think it's like my impression is like he didn't have adequately windproof clothing, and so like if your extremities are getting Frostbitten, that's an extremity.
Get too graphic, but when it gets really cold, things start to retract.
Dribble.
Yeah.
If you're interested in being on the podcast or have a topic that needs to be addressed
Mhm.
and or discussed, please email. It's ifosh99@gmail.com. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Henny. ifosh99@gmail.com. If your topic's selected, we will get in touch with you.
And if you have any comments or questions for anybody on the podcast, please email them to that same email address, ifush99@gmail.com, and we will answer them in one of our episodes, one of our shows.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're asking.
If we get one question, we'll answer the one question.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Now, a question.
We're
now-
being hopeful.
Yes. So thank you all for joining our very first and very messy podcast.
Yes.
Apologies for any offense that we may have said tonight, but hopefully tune in next week to see what kind of shit show that turns out to be. How's that?
We'll do better.
Perfect.
Should I go ahead and let my lawyer know? Like,
Yeah.
in case I'm,
Yeah.
I'm up
Yeah.
for any
Yeah.
lawsuits or
Absolutely.
something.
Mhm.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks for
everybody.
joining us.
See you
Bye.
next Monday.
Bye.
Bye.
Great show.
Adequate.